Welcome back, Odooers. My name is Jose Ignacio, and today we're going over time off management and taking a look at how I manage my team's time off and allocation requests for Stealthywood using Odoo's time off app. This tutorial is for time off approvers in the employees app or time off officers inside of the time off app. If you don't have those access rights, you're not going to be able to access any of the menus in this tutorial. So follow me as I make sure everyone is getting their well-deserved vacation or much needed sick time with Odoo's time off app. So I am on the main time off app dashboard. Today, let's take a look at our overview dashboard by selecting overview up at the top. So this actually gives me a monthly summary of my team. I manage these employees on the left, and if there happens to be any time off requests, they appear over here on the right. Approved and validated requests appear in a nice solid color, such as Abigail Peterson's over here in green, or my sick time off over here. So the bottom total over here shows us in a very quick way what requests happen to have occurred, such as February. We have 8. So to preview any of these requests, I can actually click on one like, let's go back to Abigail's. We see all of that, but then we can view further and see what they were doing. Ice climbing in Alaska. Wow, that sounds like a pretty sweet trip. So requests that are pending approval appear striped, like, perfect, Cynthia's vacation time coming up right there. Okay, let's select view and let's take a quick look. So she's going to an antique car show. Interesting. I'm going to definitely select approve right there. But some observant doers might notice Cynthia's vacation is still striped. Why is that? Let's learn about managing all types of time off requests, including those that require 2 approvals up next. So to handle everything else, including requests that I don't see on here, because they are very far in advance, I'm going to select management, and then you guessed it, we're going to select time off over here. So here, I can see all requests that are waiting for me to approve or refuse in a list view. I can see the employee that we have over here, and I can see that they made the request. I can see the time off type, whether it's sick time or vacation in this case. And I can also have a description of what they're doing. I can see the start and the end dates, the duration as well, and I can approve or refuse any request directly from right here if I need to for them, or validate them as well. So some time off requests are configured to be automatically approved, requiring no formal approval process. Others require either 1 approval or 2 approvals. We covered that in the time off types tutorial, so be sure to check that out. I linked it in the description for you. So requests that haven't been approved at all are marked in our to approve status, as you can see right there. 2 approval requests that have already been approved by the time off officer has already occurred, but that are waiting for me to approve them are marked as second approval. And think about that. Remember, they've been approved by a time off officer, but they're waiting for me. We're looking at second approval. So I can approve anything right from this view. So let's take a look at one of these. Who are we going to pick? Well, I actually hovered over to Tina. Second approval. Perfect right there. So in this case, let's take a look at this one. She is helping somebody move. That's pretty nice. But that doesn't seem as cool. I see haunted houses. We're going to validate this one right there. That one was even cooler. Okay, let's take a look at, in our case, an unapproved request. Like Ronnie Hart happens to have a father-daughter request down there. And I can see that I need to approve this as well. So I think that's pretty cute in this case. So we're going to approve it. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to get back to the rest of these this afternoon. There's a lot going on right now. Oh, man. I just got a text from our CFO, Cynthia Dickens. She and her whole family have come down with the stomach flu. That's terrible for her, but not really for me. So she's obviously too sick to submit a request, so as her manager, I'm going to handle it for her. So to log a time off request for one of my employees, I'm going to select new up at the top over here. Would you look at that? My name populates the employee field by default. So let's get that fixed right away. We're going to go with Cynthia Dickens. There we go. Okay, so when I select her, you'll notice in my case, the department field has actually auto-populated with the information. And the information on the right over here also updates to reflect her time off schedule. I need to select the time off type, which happens to be in this case, sick time off. Remember, she's ill. So the summary above that we actually have automatically updates to show me the employee name, the time off type, and the total time of her request so far. So the default dates happen to actually start for today, Since this is correct and she's out all day, I don't need to update this. But if you wanted to, you can select it and it gives you a nice, easy to use calendar view. Click once and then you can stretch it. Okay, so next, the requested day/hours field is not able to be updated since it's automatically calculated based on the information inside of our dates field that we have, as you could tell. But I also need to type up a description down here, so I'm just going to say something super sick stomach. Don't know why I capitalized that. Stomach flu. Just a special Joseism. All right, now that we're done, I'm going to select approve up at the top, and just like that, the status changes to approved. Well, approved, I mean. Now she can focus on resting up and maybe having some soup, perhaps some bread with that as well. Okay, so we've just done one of these time off requests, but what about the other thing? How do allocations work? Well, in a previous video, we created the new training time off type, but we never allocated training time to our employees. In order for them to use the training time off, they need to be granted the time off or allocated time off. So let's give our employees some training days. We're going to select management up at the top. You guessed it, Odoo's allocations over here, and I'm brought to my allocations dashboard. To make a new allocation, I'm going to select new in the top left corner over here. All right, we're already started. The form only allocates time off to one employee at a time. As you could tell right here, I need to grant this time to everyone, so that's not going to work. No problemo. I'm using Odoo. We can make stuff work. I can do multiple allocations by selecting our gear icon up at the top and multiple requests. Would you look at that? Okay, so to grant the allocation to everyone in the company, we're going to set, if you notice this mode field, by company. We have options. I'm going to go through them. It started with by employee, as you saw prior. We also have by department, by employee tag, but in our case, we want to go with company. I do have the option to select individual employees, but I just showed you everything right there. We're going to go and do this in bulk. All right, we only have one company, so I don't actually need to select the specific company down here below. If you happen to have multiple, this is where you would select it. So now we have a time off type, and this is going to be, as you guessed it, training time off. This happens to be a regular allocation, meaning that they don't earn time off as they work. They are actually given these days to use immediately. The time off is valid from today's date and expires at the end of the year. So I'm going to select for the second date. We're going to go all the way forward to good old December 31st. Perfect. Then I need to specify how many days. We're going to give them 5. It's a powerful number. Last in here, we need to add a reason field, and I'm going to type in annual training time off. Make it pretty simple so that we have a record of why we gave this time. So I'm going to click right here, create allocations. And just like that, there they are. Wow, it did everyone in one go. Since I am the person assigned to approve these requests, they're automatically approved. Look at that. All of them are already in second approval. And that's how we grant time off to our employees. All right, that's it for this tutorial. We learned how to understand the information presented in the overview schedule, how to manage time off requests, and how to grant vacation time to our great employees in bulk. See you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, and remember, taking time off is just as important as working hard. So I'm going to see you next time. Work hard.